Hey everybody, and welcome to the bullshit party. And in this one we're gonna be winning the new Lucky Wheel Podium vehicle together, and as you can see I'll be showing you my controller from the different camera angles so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll be explaining everything along the way so you guys can follow along and win the vehicle alongside with me. And as always, the video is going to be divided into two parts, so regardless if you have or have not seen my videos before, you are going to be an expert at winning the vehicle by the end of it. And in the first part, I'm going to be explaining what we're going to be doing later on in the video. So with that, let's get started with the explanation, and the first thing that's very important for you to know and to understand is that you need to have what's called a fresh wheel before going and spinning the wheel. And a fresh wheel looks like this with the clothing on the top and the car 2 spaces left of it, and the good news is that it's very easy to get a fresh wheel every time you log into GT Online, and the trick is you need to do it through the invite only session from single player like you see here to get a fresh wheel every time you log into the game, as I said. The second thing that you want to know is how we're going to be spinning the wheel, and for that we're going to be using my 9 to 6 method, and I call it that because if you imagine a big old smiley clock face like this one right here, this is exactly how we are going to be moving the left analog stick at a specific time. When, where, how, I'll explain in just a little bit, but for now, know that we are moving the left analog stick left and then all the way down following the curvature of the analog slot. And if you remember in the beginning of the video, I said that we're going to be spinning the wheel together, and what I mean by that is that at a certain point before going up to spin the wheel, I will be showing you a countdown timer that looks something like this. And if you time yourself and press X the exact same time the countdown timer strikes 0 on your last confirmation before going up to spin the wheel, we are going to be going into the spinning of the wheel animation together. So from that point on, you literally see what I'm doing and you replicate it in real time on your system. So just to avoid any confusion, the time you spent in the casino before going up to spin the wheel is completely irrelevant. You can spend a minute in it or you can spend 2 hours in it. The timer is just there so you can sync your game to my footage, so the spinning of the wheel is gonna happen simultaneously for both you and I. And remember, the timer counts down to the last time I press confirm on this screen. So maybe just go up to this screen and wait for me for the timer to strike 0 so we can sync your game to my footage and spin the wheel together. Speaking of, let's actually do that. Once again, this is the countdown timer that you want to use if you want to sync your game to my footage. So make sure to press X on your last confirm screen before going up to spin the wheel. And if you do that, everything that's happening right now we are doing together. So as I said, the movement is called 9 to 6, left to down, with this exact timing in this exact movement. And the timer you saw on the top left hand side just signals what timing I'm using this week, because every week the timing is just a little bit different. So please do make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on next week's podium vehicle. But if you do everything correctly, as you see, you are gonna land on the podium vehicle space. Just remember to always select the garage very quickly, otherwise the game is gonna kick you off the wheel and you will be ineligible to claim your newly won podium vehicle. And one final tip for the very patient of you who watched the video through the end. First of all, thank you, but second of all, if you see that you're not gonna land on the podium vehicle space at any point before the wheel stops spinning, maybe you mistimed something, maybe you were unable to sync your game to my footage, maybe, I don't know, somebody distracted you, whatever the case is, you can always force quit out of the game before the wheel stops spinning and try to spin the wheel again. And for PlayStation 5, force quitting looks exactly like this, and it's pretty much the same for all other consoles. And for PC, you guys have the Task Manager. And one more tip, to make your logging back into GT Online as quickly as possible, you can just do this. Go into the casino, save your last known location is your spawn location, exit GT Online, then the next time you log into GT Online, you're going to be spawned right in front of the casino, and it's going to be a 10-second walk to go up to spin the wheel. And that actually is going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're able to get the vehicle for try this week. Love you all, and I will catch you all in the next one.